Eris was a city that never slept. A symphony of light and sound, it pulsed with relentless energy. Towers pierced the sky, their metallic surfaces reflecting the holographic advertisements that danced between them. Flying vehicles zipped through designated air corridors, leaving trails of light against the darkening sky. Below, the streets teemed with people, their faces illuminated by the glow of augmented reality interfaces. Detective Elira Vance navigated the crowded streets with a practiced ease. Her trench coat billowed behind her, a stark contrast to the sleek attire of the city dwellers around her. Elira's eyes, sharp and observant, missed nothing. Every flickering neon sign, every hushed conversation, every hurried footstep was a piece of the city's intricate puzzle. Tonight, however, Elira wasn't piecing together the everyday chaos of Eris. Tonight, the city had a different tale to tell, a tale of wealth, power, and a murder most foul. It began with a summons to the Virex Tower, one of the tallest structures in the city, its peak lost in the swirling clouds above. As Elira ascended towards the luxurious upper levels, a knot of unease tightened in her stomach. The higher you climbed in Eris, the thinner the air, the more rarefied the atmosphere. And tonight, Elira was about to enter the stratosphere of Eris's elite, where the air was thick with secrets, and the only law that mattered was the law of survival. The elevator doors slid open with a barely audible hiss, revealing a scene of controlled chaos. Uniformed officers moved with practiced efficiency, their faces grim as they cordoned off the area. Elira presented her credentials, her gaze sweeping over the faces around her. Elira, with her no-nonsense demeanor and sharp intellect, was a legend in the police department. Her colleagues often joked that her mind was a biometric scanner, deciphering truths hidden beneath layers of deception. She lived for the challenge, for the intricate dance between hunter and prey that played out in the concrete jungle of Eris. "Detective Vance!" a voice boomed from behind her. Commander Reese, a tall, imposing figure with steel-gray hair, approached with a weary sigh. "Glad you could make it. It's Kale Soline, Kale Soline." The name hung in the air, a whisper of power and influence. CEO of Soline Technologies, a titan of industry, his face was plastered across every newsfeed in Eris. And now, he was the victim in Elira's latest case. "Rooftop garden, level 97, Reese continued, his voice tight with barely suppressed anger. "Found by his personal AI assistant just minutes ago. No signs of forced entry, no witnesses. Security is airtight up there." The terrace at level 97 was an oasis of tranquility amidst the urban sprawl. Exotic plants, bioluminescent and strangely beautiful, bathed the garden in an ethereal glow. A gentle breeze rustled through the leaves, carrying the faint scent of jasmine and something else, something metallic and sharp. Blood. In the center of this artificial paradise lay Kale Soline. His lifeless eyes stared up at the artificial sky, his expensive suit rumpled, a single crimson stain blooming on his crisp white shirt. He looked strangely vulnerable, stripped of his power and prestige. Elira crouched beside the body, her gaze meticulous. No weapon, no obvious signs of struggle, just a single puncture wound on Soline's neck, almost invisible beneath his ear. A precise, almost surgical strike. This was no random act of violence. This was an assassination. "Time of death?" Elira asked, her voice betraying no emotion. "Approximately 20-42 hours, a young officer replied, consulting his datapad. The AI assistant alerted security immediately upon discovering the body. Elira examined the area around the body. The garden was meticulously maintained, every leaf, every petal in its place. Nothing seemed out of place except... there. A single, out-of-place footprint near the edge of the terrace, barely visible against the polished metal grating. It was small, almost delicate, not the footprint of an assassin, A sharp buzz from Elira's wristwatch interrupted her train of thought. A suspect alert. Her eyes narrowed as she read the information flashing across the watch's face. Level 96, female, matching the footprint. "Looks like our killer might still be in the building," Elira muttered, a surge of adrenaline quickening her pulse. "Impossible," Reese said, his voice laced with disbelief. "Security is on high alert. No one gets in or out without authorization." Elira smiled, a predatory glint in her eyes. "They don't call me the best for nothing, Commander. Secure the building. No one leaves. I've got a hunch. Turning on her heel, Alara strode towards the elevator, her trench coat billowing behind her like a superhero's cape. The doors hissed shut, sealing her inside the metal box. As the elevator shot downwards, Alira's finger hovered over her weapon. She was hunting a ghost, a phantom in a city of shadows. But Alira Vance had a knack for finding the impossible, and tonight she was determined to bring a killer to justice.